let's see, let's see. Hmm. No, yeah, I'm just about to be. Well, what do you call it? Hey, yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
I found you.
You found me. I'm right here.
Look at your tongue.
I think it's that one.
There. Come on, Annie. The first song when I came up was really good. What was that song? One Before Sunshine.
Oh, that's Steelers Wheel stuck in the middle.
That was really good.
Great song, huh?
You were really
All right. So first of all, hello everybody. Hello, Anya and Henry and the McElroy family are with us today, and we're of course at the Meadowlark Motel in the Smoky Mountains for a Sunday afternoon concert with the Blaxcotsman. That's me right here. And let me just, I think I've shared with everybody that I need to share with, so we can just get right into some music. I've got a drummer with me today, a virtual drummer. His name is Reggae Drummer. That's me without the reggae drummer. Right, so let's get the reggae drummer in on the action. Yeah. Bit fast. Slow down, reggae drummer. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so I'd like to do this song for Anya and Henry, who are with us today. It's called You Are My Sunshine. Other nights, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. Ah, my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me and love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Don't take it! You once told me you really loved me, that no one else could come between. But now you've left me and love another. You have shattered all my dreams. In all my dreams, dear, it seems you'll leave me. When I awake, my poor heart pains. But won't you come back and make me happy? I'll forgive you, dear, I'll take all the blame. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. One more time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you, baby. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. There you go. You are my sunshine, of course. And we all believe that everybody is our sunshine, right? Let's see who's online. There's Kayvon Zahidi. Hey, good to see you, Kayvon. Kayvon tunes in from Canada. I think it's Toronto, is that right, Kayvon? And then my girlfriend in New York tunes in. Daphne, hello, Daphne. So nice to see you. And other people tuning in. We haven't been live online for a few weeks because we've had our Meadowlark Smoky Mountain Heritage Center events happening here, which are really, really exciting and fun experiences that happen right here in the grounds of the motel and in the pavilion here. And we become, at those times, a heritage center for mountain culture and mountain heritage with such things as bluegrass music and quilt making and herb and wild plant gathering, all kinds of exciting things that are part of mountain heritage that you can now come to the Meadowlark Motel and experience. And you can only experience them here. And of course you can experience me, the Blaxcotsman, okay? So that's always a thrill. Anyway, being a Blaxcotsman means that I do play Scottish music and kind of give it a little bit of a black feel. So this is one of those songs that really always had a black feel. It's called Stuck in the Middle with You, and it is Jerry Rafferty, of course. What did you think of the reggae drummer? Should we give him another chance? Let's give him another chance. Alright, so the band originally was called Steelers Wheel, and it was Jerry Rafferty, and I think Jerry was from Paisley, but a Scotsman and from the West Coast. And we love him in Scotland because Jerry Rafferty is also, of course, the guy that wrote Baker Street, which everybody in the whole world knows, thanks to the saxophone riff at the beginning. But here's one that he wrote before that when he was with the band Steelers Wheel, and this is called Stuck in the Middle with You.
I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. Is I trying to witness my from my face? Lose control, yes, I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Oh, well, you started off with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. But your friends, they come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please, please. To make some sense of it all, but I can see that it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to fall asleep on the floor? Cause I think I cannot take it anymore. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Oh, boys on the gym. Yes,
Of course, Jerry Rafferty, right? Steelers Wheel. Oh, right, yes, Steelers Wheel. The great Jerry Rafferty. Okay. And Reg Tate there, tuning in from Scotland, Ayrshire, Scotland, my home shire, because the Scottish part of me is from, it's okay, the Scottish part of me is from a place called Ayrshire in Scotland, which is on the west coast, and very beautiful, and it's the, what we call Burns country. Robert Burns was a great Scottish poet, and my friend that I just mentioned there, Reg Tate, he's from Ayrshire, and he, like me, is a Robert Burns enthusiast. In fact, like thousands, if not hundreds of thousands and millions of people, Scottish and otherwise, who are great admirers of the Scottish poet Robert Burns. So what I'd like to do now is just dedicate this next song to Reg Tate out there in Ayrshire, and also to my girlfriend, of course, Daphne, who's on her way back right now from the Adirondacks, where she was canoeing in the mountains. But dedicated to those two people, and it is my love is like a red, red rose, and I'm having so much fun with my reggae drummer. I think I'll just keep him on the stool. Alright, so Robert Burns wrote many different types of poem, many categories. He was a rebel poet, he was a romantic poet, he was a prosaic poet. He wrote about the countryside and nature. This next song is one of his romance poems that was also a song. It's called My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Yes, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in June. As feel out there, my bonny lass, so deep in love. Till all the seas can dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. Oh, I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run, and fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose. Sir, the great Robert Burns, from Ayrshire, Scotland, my home shire, on the west coast of the beautiful Scotland. And there's Libby Kephart Hargrave. Hey Libby, good to see you online. Say hello to Janice. I've got the terrific Kephart songs and poems. That's Libby Kephart, who was here last weekend when we had a heritage event right here at the Meadowlark. We were remembering the life of a celebrated explorer and frontiersman, I guess, of some kind. He was an explorer, so he was out there on the frontier, but Horace Kephart was his name. And we learned all about his adventures and his achievements and you know, the ups and downs of the life of a person who faced a lot of hardship and overcame a lot of hardship and made a lot of people happy and safe to be in the mountains, the Great Smoky Mountains. So that was a great weekend of heritage. We had survival skills and knife making and all kinds of interesting information about guns and all kinds of terrific experiences that you can only get here at the Meadowlark, you know. So come and see me first of all playing Sunday afternoon, but spend the weekend and enjoy the environment and you know, take part in one of our heritage events. So I'm rambling on a bit, but I wanted to play next a song about a half-breed, because we're talking about myself and I'm a half-breed, you know, Blaxcotsman. But this was about a Scottish gypsy half-breed. His father was a nobleman and his mother was a gypsy. And so he had the benefit of both worlds. And when his father died, he lost the benefit of his noble side of his family, and the people that didn't like him conspired to get him captured and hung, and unfortunately they were successful. But his name was Jamie Macpherson, and he's famous among the Macpherson clan for his audacious outlook on life, because he learned how to sword fight and he learned how to play the fiddle, and he was a bit of a rogue. So whenever he got caught, he would just laugh it off and sing and dance his way to the gallows, because he knew he was going to get off. But this time they had conspired, you know, and they put the clock a quarter of an hour fast, so that they managed to hang him before the reprieve, which was coming before it got there. So unfortunately he was hung before that got there. But he still sang his song and played his fiddle and challenged people to sword fights on his way to the gallows. And this is supposed to be the song that he wrote at that time. It's called Macpherson's Lament.
Farewell, ye dungeons dark and strong. Farewell, farewell to thee. Macpherson's time will no be long.
Oh, see that? Bad introduction. Supposed to have a capo on it, this one mic. Oh, is it Mike? Yes, it is. So here you go. Oh, after all that great introduction about Macpherson's Lament, here is Macpherson's Lament.
Farewell, ye dungeons dark and strong. Farewell, farewell to thee. Macpherson's time will no be long. Below the gallows tree, for winter's death, but parting breath, on money's the bloody blade. I've seen his face and friend in this place, I scorn him yet again. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced a room below the gallows tree. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced a room below the gallows tree. I've lived a life of grief and strife, I died by treachery. It breaks my heart that I must part and ne'er avenged be. 'Twas by a woman's treacherous hand that I was condemned to die. Upon the ledge of a window she stood, and a blanket she threw o'er me. Oh no! Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. Untie these bands, free off my hands, and give to me my sword. There's not a man in all Scotland but I'd brave him at his word. And then some come here to see me hang, and some to buy my fiddle. But before that I do part with her, I'll make her through the middle. And so he did. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. So farewell strife and sunshine bright, and all beneath the sky. May coward shame disdain the name of the wretch that dare not die. The reprieve was coming o'er the brig of Banff to set Macpherson free, but they broke the collar a quarter before and hung him to a tree. Oh no! Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. Say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gate he. He played a tune and he danced around below the gallows tree. The gallows tree.
Macpherson's Lament. No one else's, Macpherson's. And that's one of those light tunes, you know, that Scottish balladry and songwriting is sprinkled with Macpherson's Lament. That one was Jamie Macpherson. He lived 25 short years, 1675 to 1700. So, but that was quite an achievement back then. You know, if you lived 25 years, you were doing pretty well. This next song will explain why that was an achievement. Because as much as we like to we like to celebrate our quote-unquote long-lasting peace, it wasn't that long ago when we were fighting tooth and nail with each other. Many places, many parts of the world, with your neighbours, you know, people in the next province or the next shire, fighting over this and that. So that eventually came to a head, of course, in Britain when the Scottish clans and the Scottish, shall we call them the literati or the noblemen, came to a head in the middle of the 18th century, the Battle of Culloden, and it was the date of the last Scottish uprising. So that really marked the end of young men taking up arms in support of their clan, of their tribe, and it marked the end because after that last uprising that they got beat. They introduced laws that made it illegal to gather in large groups and wear any kind of markings that distinguished you as a member of a clan or a tribe. They banned the tartan, they banned the kilt, basically. And a few other things. So that meant that all these uprisings, they hoped they'd put an end to that kind of spirit. And of course, the Scottish leader that they had pinned their hopes on, Bonnie Prince Charlie, wasn't even really born in Scotland. He inherited the title and the throne from his parents. But he got defeated, so he had to escape. So there wasn't really a lot of motivation after that. But what they did do is they wrote a song about it, of course.
Let me get a drink.
They wrote a song about it to try and keep the memory alive of Bonnie Prince Charlie and the Battle of Culloden and the last Scottish uprising, and hope for a new uprising, I guess. I find it fascinating history because it's not that long ago, you know. A mere blink of an eye in historic terms. 18th century. Same time that Robert Burns was alive. 18th century, same time that the pioneers, the frontiersmen were out here forging new paths and hunting and establishing new lands for Europeans here and other people here in America. 18th century is just around about the time French Revolution happened. All that stuff, all the good stuff happened in the 18th century. So, 18th century, Battle of Culloden. And as I said, they wrote a song. They didn't win the battle, but they wrote a song about it. And it was called the Sky Boat Song. So we'd like to do that one next. Let's see if we can get the reggae drummer to play a reggae beat. A reggae waltz. One, two, three, right, you see, reggae waltz. Like a bird on the wing. No, that's horrible. I practiced that, but it didn't come out. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Let's see, maybe it's that other one. Tell you what, we'll just do it.
like a bird on the wing. Onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand on the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed bonny boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Though the waves sleep, soft shall ye sleep, ocean's a royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep watch by your weary head. Speed on a boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Many's the lad fought on that day, well the claymore could wield. When the night came, silently lay, dead on Culloden's field. Burned our homes, exile and death, scatter the loyal men. Yet held a sword, cool in the sheath, Charlie will come again. Oh, speed bonny boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Won't you speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky.
Sky Boat song. I think Sir Walter Scott wrote a version of that too. I'm not sure which one this is. Don't think this is the Walter Scott penned one. The one that Sir Walter Scott penned is the one that they use. The lyrics, I mean, is the one that they use as the theme for the TV show Outlander. So that's a nod to the fans of Outlander. But this is not those lyrics. This is the Sky Boat song, and it talks about the same incident, the Battle of Culloden, which is what the Outlander, the original series, was set during that time. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move on. What we're going to do here is just take a quick 2-minute break here and get a drink. give you a chance to take a look around the property that we have. It's a beautiful property. And listen to the sound of Jonathan Creek. Big shout out to all the Jonathan Creek people who are watching, if you're watching. Hello, Jonathan Creek people. See, there you go, we transitioned into the front camera, and there's the Jonathan Creek people out on the Jonathan Creek. So we're just going to take a quick 2-minute break, or a 5-minute, 10-minute break here, and get back with you. Feel free to write things and say the sound is good, bad, or indifferent online. And we'll see you in 5 or 10 minutes. So we're officially back, and thank you for the compliments or the comments on my beard. No, it's not the end of the music, Paul. Stick around, Paul. I think you'll like the next one. That's my friend Paul Craddock there. He's tuning in from Ireland. And we'd like to dedicate this next song to Paul, because it is an Irish song. It mentions places in Ireland and things like that.
Let's see.
Just checking if the reggae drummer knows this. It looks like he does. So we're going to get the reggae drummer in on the action here. He says he knows it. Let's do it then. See what this sounds like. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I saw Captain Farrell. This drummer put me off. Hey, reggae drummer, chill out. There you go, that's better. Oh, man, he was driving me crazy. So here we go. Whiskey in the jar with the reggae drummer. Go. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, I then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver, for you are a gold deceiver. And my shouting, dama-do-dama-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, this whiskey in the jar. Whoa! Now, that was a little experiment there, didn't work. Don't worry, we're going to do whiskey in the jar, but we're going to leave the reggae drummer out of the picture. He's not cutting it. Sorry, man. Maybe next gig, practice a bit and then come back to me. No, I was messing the whole feel up. So we're just going to do this. We're going to dedicate it to Libby Kephart.
Let me just hang on.
So this is for Libby, and this is called Whiskey in the Jar. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, I then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver, for
you are a bold deceiver, and mushering down my do down my down. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh! I counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She smiled and she swore that she never would deceive me. Oh, the devil had that woman, and he never made it easy. Mushering dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in a jar. Oh! I went into my chamber, all for to take my slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and it really is no wonder. Jenny took my pistol, and she filled it up with water. She called for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh! Now if anyone can help me, yo! Early in the morning, before I rose to travel, up jumps a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for my rapier she had stolen. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. I'm a shutting dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in a jar. Oh! If anyone can help me, this my brother in the army. If he can reach my station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he will go with me, we'll go roving in Kilkenny. And I'm sure he'll treat me better than that sly deceiving Jenny. I'm a shutting dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh! Now some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and some take delight in the hurling and the bowling. I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. I'm a shutting dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. One more! I'm a shutting dama do dama da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh! Hang on.
Let's see. I was trying to. All right. Let's see what happens.
Alright folks, thanks for staying tuned here. I'm having a good time. Trying out my reggae drummer. I think he's okay on this next one. We're going to come to America now. terms of geographic origin of the songs. This next one was written by Woody Guthrie, and it kind of straddles traditional Americana, I believe. And some might call it a bit trite, but I don't think so.
As I was walking a ribbon of highway, I saw above me an endless skyway. I saw below me a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Hey! This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of a diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was sounding. But this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. And the sun comes shining as I was strolling, the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. Oh, the fog was lifting, a voice came chanting. What did it say? This land was made for you and me. And as I was walking, oh, I saw a sign there, and that sign said, no trespassing, but on the other side, it does say nothing, nothing. Oh, that side was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. What? This land was made for you and me. Squares of the city, in the shadow of the steeple, in the relief office, I can see my people, and some are crumbling, and some are wandering. Oh, is this land still made for you and me? Well, is it? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
So everybody, Janice Gebhardt is online. Say hi to Janice, everybody. Hi, Janice. We had a great time here. The Gebhardt family. It really was a Gebhardt family gathering. And these people know how to party in a certain sense, not rowdy party, but they're up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And dancing and drinking, so I guess it was partying. But again, a part of that celebration of the life of Horace Kephart. Janice Kephart's online, Libby was online. That's great to see her. So that, of course, was the great Woody Guthrie. This land is your land. And here is another song that I've learned, let's see. Oh, we could try the reggae drummer on this one. So this is a song, a lot of these songs, these American songs are songs that I've learned since I came to the mountains. And immerse myself in, I guess you would call it country, Americana, and bluegrass, all that sort of stuff. Just fantastic, terrific music. All in an effort to try and join the dots between Scottish music and American music. You know, where are the commonalities, shall we say? Where are the connections? And this next song is one of those that I found that the easiest way for me to find these songs seems to be go where the mood takes me, what resonates with me. And this next song definitely resonated with me, and it's by well, I first heard it sung by a bluegrass band, and I think it is a bluegrass song. But the Clinch Mountain Boys were the ones I heard singing it. And then, of course, it's more famous probably from the Soggy Bottom Boys, the Man of Constant Sorrow. So I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to try the reggae drummer out. This should be interesting. Of constant sorrow, I've seen through all my days. This reggae drummer isn't doing too bad. He's just a little bit slow. Come on, reggae drummer. Of constant sorrow, I've seen through all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised.
them now. Let's fare thee well, my own true lover. I never expect to see you again. Oh, but in this world, that northern railroad, perhaps I'll die upon this train. Perhaps you'll die upon this train. But you can bury me in some deep valley where I may sleep for many years, where I may lay. When you may learn to love another, while I'm sleeping in my grave, while he is sleeping in his grave. Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger, and my face you'll never see no more. But there's one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. Yeah, thank you for bearing with my version of it, because I learned a lot through that, just performing that. So welcome anybody who's listening anywhere. Welcome to the Blaxcotsman and the Smokies. This is Maggie Valley, the town of Maggie Valley in western North Carolina. And here we are at the Meadowlark Motel, my home for the past 3 years, and a real paradise in the mountains here. And what we're doing right now is we're just doing a little bit of the Blaxcotsman gig out in the back pavilion in the grounds of the motel. So if you think it looks wonderful and idyllic, you're right, it is. And that's why I'm here. No, we're having a good time. We're doing some Scottish songs. We're doing some traditional Americana type songs. This next one, I heard John Denver do this on the radio yesterday. That's how ubiquitous it is here. I think I hear it about, if I'm listening to the radio, I hear this song at least once a day. So, of course, the way I do it's completely different, but it's a great song, and I think I do an upbeat version of it. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old here, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home. to a place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to the mountain. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, missed the taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home, to a place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road, country road, country road, take me home, to the place that I belong. Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country country roads. Brilliant song.
Alright, so I've been learning a song, and I want to take a chance here.
We're gonna do this next song, which is, it's actually a hymn. Not a her, it's a hymn. Sorry. Yeah, this is, many of us came to this song, many of us old hippies came to this song via Cat Stevens, and it's called Morning Has Broken. We're trying this out.
for the sake somewhere. My sweet the rains new fall, right up in sunlight, like a blossom new fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the West Garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunrise, mine is the morning, born of the one like Eden softly, praise with elation, praise every morning, praise God's creation of the new day. Morning has woken, morning has woken, morning has woken, morning has woken.
Sure has. And with a little bit of practice, that could be quite a good
Song, I think, for me.
for me to do.
So we're going to keep the same reggae drummer and yeah, keep the same drummer, same beat.
Just speed it up a little bit. 1, 2, you ready to shoot?
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Yeah. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us. Imagine no possessions. And wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one, be as one. Just imagine, just imagine, imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. Nothing to kill or die for. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one, be as one. Just imagine, 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 be as one. Imagine. All right.
Well, now we're just really starting to have a good time. Do a couple of more songs. No, no, the whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone, no, the whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Well, the Nazarene done tell you, go love your fellow man. And if you find that too hard to do, love him as best you can. Well, how should I do this, even my fellow man? Well, all I see is war and crime spreading out across this land. I want you to look into your heart, boy, and tell me what do you see? Every dark and evil deed originating in thee. But now you can change your mind, and from those ashes rise a universal human. Oh, what
a glittering prize. Glittering, no, no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone, no, no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening. It's happening now. Oh boy, the whole thing. It's happening now. And so I listen to our leaders and what they have to say. Religious ones and politicians measuring up our day. Derive power from the people to use for the people's sake. Cooperate and collaborate to bring about harmony. Bring about no, no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone, no, no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening. It's happening now. Oh no. The whole thing is happening now. The whole thing is happening now. And the proof of it is... Alright. That of course was... No, no, no. One of my own songs. And one that I get asked for. So it's also available on YouTube, and I think you can get it on iTunes. So if you liked Now, 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 please go ahead and download it. Not this acoustic version, but it's still the same song. It's a great version. And here's another song, man. It's called Carry the Torch. Gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough. Are you gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a tall log? Ay, ay, oh, ay, ay. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Are you gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a tall log? I hear a call for freedom. I hear a call for peace. I hear a call for equality according to all needs. And all across this country, from sea to shining sea, you can choose to follow, or you can lead. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? But you gonna get up and stand tall. Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a tall log? Ay, ay, oh, ay, ay. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? But you gonna get up and stand tall. Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a tall log? And when they call to occupy, and we defy the ban, don't press and hold your fire, leave your brother's man. And all across this country, sea to shining sea, will will you choose to follow, or will you leave? Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Who's gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye, aye, oh, aye, aye. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Who's gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye, aye, oh, aye, aye. Oh, 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 eh, oh, 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 oh. Will you carry a torch? Oh, oh, carry the torch, or when the going gets tough, and you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye, aye, oh, aye, aye, yeah.
All right, folks. That's enough for today. Going to end off with. We started off with a Jerry Rafferty song, and as was correctly pointed out by my friend from Canada, Kayvon Zahidi, who is a first-rate pop, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s pop musicologist, and he correctly pointed out that Jerry Rafferty, who wrote Stuck in the Middle with You, which was the first song we did, also produced the Proclaimers' first album. And though I don't think he ultimately was responsible for the final production of 500 Miles, he would have been in there at the beginning. So I'd like to dedicate this to Jerry Rafferty, who's passed now, but just a terrific musician, great songwriter. This is called 500 Miles.
Have we got a reggae drummer?
Let's get the reggae drummer in on this one, right?
Now when I wake up, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. Now when I go out, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. How when I get drunk, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's getting drunk with you. How when I heaver, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering for you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at Jericho. When I'm working, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. And when I come home, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And when I grow old, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at Jericho. Hey. 500 miles. lonely. Yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, yes, I know I'm gonna dream about the times when I'm with you. And when I go out, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And then I'll be the man who's coming home to you. Hey! I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. I know I was a bit crazy at the end there, but you get the drift, right? Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a good afternoon, right? So tell your friends not every Sunday afternoon. Just stay tuned on Sunday afternoons. We'll try and get a Blaxcotsman in the Smokies episode out for you. As I say, we've got the Meadowlark Smoky Mountain Heritage Centre here, and that often goes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a combination of one or more of those days. So I'm not always able to get back out here on a Sunday afternoon to do the live stream. But when I do, it's always a great pleasure. And make sure you tune in and stay tuned for Meadowlark Smoky Mountain. Excuse me.
My brake coming back on me.
The Smoky Mountain Heritage Centre events. Anyway, my name is Mike Ogletree. I'm the Blaxcotsman. This is the Meadowlark Motel. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.